Hey, welcome in. FG here. So we've got our two new stickers from Diaxis and Crawdaddy Stacks up here. I kind of left that spot open on my board to temporarily display anything new that I get, and then I'll end up finding some place for them on my board around the edges here. I've got too much stuff. I need a further back aspect ratio shot, I guess. Getting way too many stickers up on my board to be able to fit them all into videos, but we'll display them in the middle here for a bit before they move out. But today is another silver backlog day. You can see we're actually cleared out this side quite a bit. So we'll turn and we'll work on this side for a bit here. What looks good to you all? In the comments, tell me if there's an envelope here that you're seeing that interests you. I see an airmail. You probably can't see it. I see an airmail thing here. So I think I'm going to pull that one out today. Let me check the front here for addresses. Okay, so this one's going to be an interesting one. Give me a second to black out the address here. I don't need to black out the sender's address, I don't think. Yeah, maybe I will. Because it is a street address. So this one came from Canada, and it is a drachma from this place. I'll show you in the Numista listing, and it is going to be my entry for Uzbekistan. Where it's from was a city that would have fallen in Uzbekistan at some point back in that history, and I paid $18.99 for it. So let's get it open here. Now this will be interesting because I'm not sure that technically it's going to tick off Uzbekistan on the list. I'm going to have to figure out what I'll do for that part. But I do think that this will fill in Uzbekistan as a country. So just blank paper. And here is our coin. Yes, it's seen better days. And they didn't do a very good job with the staples here. So let's just grab our pliers and we'll do that for them. All right, so let me put up the Numista page here for that coin. All right, so here's our coin. It's one drachm al-Mahdi, Arab Bukharan. So it's Abbasid governors of Bukhara. Would be from the years 801 to 1001. Billion silver, so it's going to be, not a real high high amount of silver. 2.34 grams, round and irregular. And it certainly is that. The obverse is supposedly a crowned bust of the ruler. I mean, you can see even on this photo in Numista, it's really kind of hard to see that there. And the reverse is supposedly an altar with a head on it. But you can see down here the mint. The mint is listed as Bukhara, Uzbekistan. So that is what I was going off. The comments, you can see it was saying it was struck in Bukhara, citing Caliph al-Mahdi as governor of the Caliphate's eastern regions. They were styled after the coinage of that dynasty, which ruled Bukhara prior to the Arab conquest. So let's, we can scroll down a little bit. It's just going to show the date there. There is no mintage numbers. Rarity index is 83, so that's actually not super common. We can see that there's one listing for past sales as from Cat's Auctions for $15.35. I paid $18.99, so you know I'm not heartbroken over an extra $3 there. Let's scroll back up. Let's look at a couple pictures here. I'll put the pictures of from Numista up, and we can actually look at this coin versus the pictures of from Numista. So we'll get the front side here first. So you'll see the Numista picture over here to the left, and you can kind of see how that would relate here. And then we'll do the same thing for the back side. And some of the things that's a lot easier to pick out are, for instance, down here at the bottom, you can kind of see this domed shape with the couple things off to the side of it there. The shapes going up and down, couple dots there. The bar with the shapes above it up here at the top. Although in the Numista picture, the shapes above the bar are kind of gone because it was close to the edge. But yeah, you can definitely see that coin there. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. And we can see here, this is Uzbekistan is in Central Asia, and it's literally surrounded by all the other stands. It's got Kazakhstan to the north, Kyrgyzstan to the northeast, Tajikistan to the southeast, Afghanistan to the south, and Turkmenistan to the southwest. And it's one of only 2 doubly landlocked countries on Earth, the other being Liechtenstein. It's got a pretty good population, over 37 million. And I am not sure how this coin's going to affect the map. So let's add it into the database and we'll see how it updates the map. All right, so we see that it really only changed color of Uzbekistan there. So it does count for Uzbekistan. We'll be able to put that into our book that way. Now it is only going to, on the list, check off the Islamic States category. I actually needed a coin for Islamic States because that is technically a separate category in Numista. So this is going to check that off. It won't technically check off Uzbekistan, but I think we've gotten just about as close as I can get here, unless I find an awesome deal somehow somewhere on some silver coin that I've not seen yet. Okay, so let's actually put it in our book. We are going to put it into our book under Uzbekistan. So let's see. We have Ukraine and we have United Kingdom. Let's see where it actually goes. So United Kingdom, there's Uruguay. So I have a feeling it's right there. Yep. So Uzbekistan is right after Uruguay. We have those two. We have an open slot there. So this coin will go right there. Actually, give me just a second. I'm going to write some information on this flip. They didn't include very much information on it. All right, so there we go. We got our information for the years that it's billing. Islamic States, Uzbekistan, 1 drachm. We'll get that into the book here. All right, and let's flip back over a page or two here. Here is our South African token. I'm going to pull that out. And we're going to put our new coin that we received from Diaxis into that spot. And also I got the token for Senegal printed out, so we'll get that into the book here. There we go. And you know, I feel like, did we have another token that I needed to print out? Let me see. Nope, I guess that was it, just the Senegal. All right, so that is our coin for today. Our drachm from Uzbekistan into the book, and the last housekeeping I have to do, which I'll do off screen, have to take that South African Cougarand out of this bullion book, and it'll just go in my sovereign silver box. Okay, thanks for joining me here on your Wednesday morning, and as always, I appreciate your watch time, your subscriptions, all your comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.